But it doesn't seem like that situation has done a damn thing for her popularity at all. All right, because tickets went on sale for the preseason game against the Brazilian national team at Carver Hawkeye Arena. They sold out in 45 minutes, folks.
Folks, what if I told you the real WNBA star power test isn't points or championships, but cold hard cash from fans while the verdict is in? And it's not even close. Caitlyn Clark's 15,000 tickets gone in 36 minutes versus thousands of Angel Reese seats sitting empty at bargain prices tells us everything.
Caitlyn Clark doesn't just move the needle, she is the needle. And if you need any more proof of that, the Indiana Fever exhibition game sold out in just about 30 minutes.
Remember when Ray's boldly claimed people watch women's basketball for me too? Well, the market just responded with a deafening answer. One player as fans willing to pay $4,500 for courtside seats. The other can't move 29 tickets, same opponent, same week, completely different worlds.
You guys did not tell me. I did not know. I did not realize that the Chicago Sky were also playing the Brazilian national team at LSU. Oh, my goodness.
Can you imagine 15,000 tickets disappearing faster than you can watch a single quarter of basketball? That's exactly what happened when Caitlyn Clark's homecoming game went on sale. We're talking about a complete sellout in just 36 minutes, not even enough time to finish your morning coffee.
Well, it took just 1 hour for Caitlyn Clark's return to Carver Hawkeye Arena to be sold out. Tickets went on sale at 9 this morning. They were all gone before general sales to the public even started.
Let me take you inside what went down that morning at exactly 9 a.m. Iowa season ticket holders and donors got first access to the Fever versus Brazil exhibition game. Tickets, the virtual waiting rooms instantly filled to capacity. What happened next was absolute chaos, right?
Here we go. Tickets for the Indiana Fever game Carver Hawkeye Arena sold out in, oh, wait a minute, it's been updated. Half an hour on Thursday before the general public got a chance to get their hands on them.
The websites could handle the traffic. They crashed repeatedly as thousands of Clark fans desperately tried to secure their seats. Payment processing systems completely failed under the pressure. People were frantically hitting refresh on their browsers, praying their payment would go through before the tickets vanished. Thing about it, this wasn't some championship game or even a regular season matchup. This was a preseason exhibition game against Brazil's national team.
I would say there were 15,000 tickets. Obviously, I think Iowa season ticket holders got first dibs, which is right if they did. And then you're looking at a situation where basically no Fever fans got them. It's a preseason game. This is a preseason game, and it's sold out in about 10 seconds. Like, there was a 10% chance if you tried to buy them, you could get them.
By 9:36 a.m., just 36 minutes after the presale began, Iowa women's basketball made the announcement on social media that would crush the hopes of thousands. Sold out. The general public never even got a chance to buy tickets. Not a single one made it to general sale. The entire 15,000-seat arena was completely gone before most people even realized what happened.
The Indiana Fever will take on the Brazilian national team for the exhibition game at Caitlyn Clark's old stomping grounds. Pre-sale tickets went on sale at 9 a.m. Thursday. By 9:36, the game was sold out, according to a spokesperson for Iowa's women's basketball.
Social media exploded with reactions from devastated fans. People couldn't believe what they were seeing. Screenshots of the sold-out notices spread like wildfire as fans expressed their frustration and disbelief. One fan wrote, "They've been waiting in a virtual queue for 30 minutes only to see everything disappear before their eyes." Another mentioned refreshing their browser for what felt like eternity, only to be met with payment errors. Until finally the dreaded sold-out notification appeared.
A total of 15,000 tickets were sold. Pre-sale tickets were only available to Kinnick Society Gold and iClub level donors and Iowa women's basketball season ticket holders.
What makes this even more incredible is that there wasn't even a massive marketing campaign behind this game. No flashy commercials, no billboard campaigns across Iowa. This sellout happened purely on the drawing power of one player coming home. The Caitlyn Clark effect is real, and it's reshaping how women's basketball is consumed.
All right, so $557 is the lowest one available through Vivid Seats. Ticket City, all right, Ticket City, I sorted this by lowest to start. $617.
This wasn't just any sellout. This was unprecedented for a WNBA preseason game. Nothing like this had ever happened before in the league's history. Previous WNBA preseason sellouts don't even compare to the absolute frenzy that surrounded Clark's homecoming announcement.
I actually forgot who it was that said this, but they basically called the Iowa Hawkeye Carver Arena the sixth man of the team, and I cannot disagree because the injection of energy that that crowd puts into the team must be so important and such an impact on what they do on the court.
And if you think the initial ticket rush was crazy, just wait until you see what happened next. Because when those lucky few who secured tickets decided to put them back on the market, that's when things went from impressive to absolutely mind-blowing.
But we are now officially $400 over top price yesterday. All right, $4,881 each. All right, for 2 tickets. This is StubHub, down to $407.
Now, let's look at the complete opposite end of the spectrum, because what's happening with Angel Reese game against Brazil tells a completely different story, and honestly, it might be the most embarrassing ticket situation we've seen in women's basketball.
What are we talking about here? Asia Wilson, is anybody paying $4,500 to get into one of your Angel Reese? Inquiring minds want to know. Is anybody paying that kind of money to get in your games?
While fans were crashing websites trying to secure tickets to see Clark Angel Reese's homecoming game at LSU, it's practically begging people to show up. We're talking about tickets still sitting unsold at just 29 days after they went on sale. Can you believe that for less than the price of 2 movie tickets, you could watch a professional basketball game featuring the self-proclaimed other face of women's basketball, and in still thousands of people are saying no thanks?
So, what I did not know is the Chicago Sky is playing the Brazilian national team. Angel Reese is playing the very same team the Indiana Fever are playing.
This creates the perfect side-by-side comparison. Same opponent, Brazil, same type of homecoming game, same opportunity for fans to show support. But the results couldn't be more different. LSU's arena holds about 13,000 fans, and right now screenshots from ticket platforms show entire section sitting empty. We're not talking about a few scattered seats. We're talking about massive chunks of the arena with nobody willing to buy a ticket, even at rock-bottom prices.
I'm going to tell you why I find that interesting. On Vivid Seats, there are tickets available for $36 right now. A lot of tickets for in the 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s. You get the point I'm trying to make.
What makes the situation even weirder is that among all these $29 to $60 tickets that nobody seems to want, there are these random listings popping up asking for absurdly high prices like $8,000. It's like someone is desperately trying to create the illusion that there's actual demand for these tickets. But who are they fooling? You can literally see thousands of cheap tickets available right next to these outlier listings.
You can't tell me there's not an agenda around these tickets randomly showing up when all these other tickets, look, the section right next to it, $161. I mean, seriously, what is going, 2 sections down, $29 for tickets.
Tickets, remember when Angel Reese said people watch women's basketball for me too? Well, the market is sending a pretty clear message about that claim one player can't even fill seats at $29, while fans are willing to pay hundreds or even thousands to see the other. The contrast is so stark, it's already becoming a meme on social media, with one comment perfectly capturing the situation Angel Reese really thinks she's the face of the WNBA, while her team can't even sell out a preseason game with tickets, going for dirt cheap prices.
The Chicago Sky have now moved the 2 Indiana Fever road games to the historic United Center Arena in Chicago because of demand, right? Because of Angel Reese's pool. I mean, she plays in Chicago and they can play every game there, but they ain't got to because they don't sell out the Wintrust Arena.
This isn't just about empty seats, it's about market reality versus perception. When Angel makes bold claims about her popularity and drawing power, these unsold tickets tell a completely different story. You could literally take a family of 4 to see Reese's game for about $120 total. That's less than the cost of a decent dinner out, and people still aren't buying.
Good Lord. During the Rookie of the Year chase, could not mention Caitlyn Clark without bringing up Angel Reese. Angel Reese is neck and neck with Caitlyn Clark for the Rookie of the Year, and we're like, God, I hope not, because if you're watching these games, if your eyeballs actually work in your skull holes, you can tell this Rookie of the Year race ain't close.
The ticket sales for both players' games have created this brutal, unfiltered market verdict. No PR team, no carefully crafted social media posts, no interviews can change what these numbers are showing us. One player is creating unprecedented demand, while the other is struggling to fill seats at prices lower than what you'd pay for a casual night out.
$9 to see Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky play at the LSU. The lowest Caitlyn Clark ticket was what? $408, I think.
When you pull back the curtain on the actual resale market for Caitlyn Clark tickets, the numbers don't just tell a story. They scream we're talking about an economic earthquake in women's basketball that has completely shattered every expectation the moment those initial tickets vanished. Secondary market platforms exploded with listings that left sports economists speechless.
The Indiana Fever are returning to the University of Iowa for a WNBA preseason game against the Brazilian national team. That game is on May 4th. So if you're looking to get a ticket still, StubHub has them, but the cheapest one available right now is at $540.
Remember those nose bed seats, the ones where players look like ants and you're practically touching the ceiling? Those were starting at $500. That's right, $500 for the worst seats in the arena. And that was just the entry point. If you wanted a decent view from the lower bowl, you needed to shell out thousands of dollars. But the real shocker, those premium courtside experiences were hitting heights that would make you dizzy some reaching. Nearly $6,000.
The highest one, also sideline B, $4,457. Damn. That's crazy. So we got two places. So anywhere from $557 to 40. Basically, let's just call it $4,500 to $4,500 for a preseason game.
Can you imagine spending that kind of money to watch a women's basketball exhibition game? That's more than most people spend on an entire vacation. Yet thousands of fans weren't just willing, they were fighting each other for the privilege. One verified transaction even hit an astonishing $45,000 for front row seats. That's not a typo, $45,000 to watch a preseason game.
Seen what the highest one is?
I haven't.
It's like 45 grand.
What?
Front row seats.
Is that it? You should get something. You should get a souvenir or something,
Exactly.
right? For $45,000.
Get a signed jersey by Caitlyn Clark.
We knew it was a hot ticket.
Yeah, we
Wow.
knew it would be.
To put this in perspective, you could buy courtside seats to many NBA regular season games. For less, you could get premium tickets to major concert tours or even some championship sporting events without reaching these astronomical prices. This isn't just supply and demand. It's something sport economists are calling Clark effect a pricing phenomenon that's rewriting the rules of what fans will pay for women's sports.
And pretty crazy that it sold out in just over 30 minutes, not even to the general public, kind of like her Wilson basketball selling out before it was announced to the general public. Everything Caitlyn Clark touches turns to gold.
Social media has been flooded with screenshots of these listings with comments ranging from shocked to envious. Just sold my car to buy tickets to see Caitlyn might be a joke. But it's not that far from reality for some super fans. People are actually considering using their vacation funds, dipping into savings accounts, and maxing out credit cards just to witness Clark's homecoming in person.
We can all be so fortunate to be living in a time of such change, of such big, enigmatic, generational talent existing in a time that we are alive. At least that's how I feel.
What we're seeing isn't just basketball interest. It's a cultural moment that transcends sports completely. These aren't just basketball fans. Anymore, they're witnessing history. And they know it. Parents are bringing their daughters not just to watch a game, but to see a revolution happening in real time. The pricing reflects something deeper than athletic competition. It reflects the value people place on being part of a transformative moment in women's sports.
Basically, the reason why it's there is look, it's Caitlyn Clark playing under the jersey she got retired. It's It's really a situation where you're just like, okay, yeah, Caitlyn Clark got the jersey retired, even though it would be better in the football stadium. Like, you could pack out a football stadium again just to watch Caitlyn Clark play basketball. You could pack out 50k. You could, whatever the record is for a women's basketball game, you could set it to watch Caitlyn Clark play.